Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? We a little early, but we on time. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. Hey. Thank you, moderators, for showing up who here. Betsy, are you a moderator? You about to be. Hello. How you doing? Boom. Betsy's a moderator. Anybody else in here a moderator? All right. Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. We got a lot of good energy up in here tonight. How's it going? I ain't putting on no clothes. Okay. Oh, before we get started, for those who are not watching this live and you are catching us after the live, we always start good and then we just go somewhere with it. I'm going to try to have this as an hour, y'all. 1 hour. Okay. Try to stick to the program. Okay. Before we get started, we're finna find out where everybody from, where you're at, where you're from and where you're at. I know y'all don't care about clothes, but y'all knows whatever. I like to be cute though. Better go on, whatever. It lifts your spirits even when you ain't got but a penny in your pocket. I'm just saying, whatever. Call it what you want, but call it cute. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I thought I slowed this thing down. Okay. Florida, California, Chicago, Jersey. A lot of Chicago, Boston, St. Louis. Okay. New York, Georgia. It's sunny in Florida. What? ATL shouted already. Asheville, North Carolina. Norwalk, California. Arlington, Texas. Oh shit, Detroit, Texas. A lot of Texas up in here. Michigan up in here. What? Louisiana already. Louisiana. We got a new mic. It sounds better, don't y'all? Whatever. Pennsylvania, Garfield Heights. Baby, where is that? It sounds like a movie. Australia, darling. Finland is in the building. Cleveland, Alabama, them Bamas. Pennsylvania, VA. Olga Hernandez, New York City. Baby, where is that? Is that by the Statue of the Liberty? And everybody up in here. I ain't dropping the mic because I got to talk about that in here in a second, what had happened at that moment. Woo. All right, we got somebody that's going to go ahead and get kicked out. They already starting early. That's why I'm going to make my first announcement. You want to come in here starting things. Hold on, y'all. Let me block that person. Hold 1 second, please. There we go. Don't come in here with that shit. Oh, thank you for your donations. I'm sorry. I love y'all. Mississippi, Oregon. People real stupid. They ain't got no life. You already know. They ain't got no life. They don't. And they don't like people like that. We're going to talk about them type of people. That's one of our topics. They don't like that other folks got a life. They don't. Unhappy with themselves. Like for real. All right, y'all. So the first thing that I need to talk about real quick is that on the adulting video that I made the other day, I did discuss that we will be moving to the subscription part of YouTube. And what I'm going to do for those people who can show that they are having financial difficulties, I'm buying some green dot cards and I'm gonna mail them to them with enough for like a 6-month subscription, right? So we'll work it out when that comes. And also with the subscription, what it does for us is allows those type of people, like ain't nobody, if you're gonna pay to hate, then that's your life. You want to pay to hate. But for the rest of us, you know, the rest of you who really are coming for the information or what have you, then that's what it's for. It's not for everybody, because we can't continue to, like, these book ideas and the information that I give for y'all, that ain't for everybody. It's only for people that really are ready to do the work. Not nobody that just want to hanger-ons. We ain't got time for that. Y'all shepherds. Okay? Y'all are shepherds. We ain't got time for sheep to be just waiting to see how they can latch on to y'all like that. No. And come in here starting shit. Moderators, please do y'all job. because old Lulu will go off. I don't know why people think I didn't evolve to the point where I don't go off. Keep playing. The other thing that I want to say to y'all, about the last Saturday Night Live, what had happened was I bought the cognac. The cognac that I usually drink be real mild, right? I got the black label and forgot that I bought the black label. Baby, all my vulnerabilities just started hanging out that. I was passionate about what I was talking about. Okay? I ain't taking that back. But I had, maybe that's why my grandson jumped in the camera like that. Like, girl, you need to sit down. He probably was trying to warn me to shut up. But the black label was in effect. All right. No, there ain't no Q&As on here. That ain't what we over here doing. All right. The first thing I want to talk about, y'all, before I do y'all book recommendations and discuss the book, how the book recommendations work with people that need, for whoever needs to write the books that they tell me, the information I've received with what type of books need to be written. Okay. We'll go with that in a second here. All right. Now, the first topic is choosing a lane. Choose your own lane. Okay. A lot of people be doing a lot of the same things, right? But you got to choose your own lane. It's like driving on the street. Choose a lane. It's going to be people in front of you. It's going to be people on the side of you. It's going to be people behind you. Choose your lane and coast that bitch the way and drive how you need to, but then make sure you do the speed limit, which is staying in tune with your star player. That's your speed limit. That's your speed limit. Y'all had me writing all this stuff. I'm trying to get better at being professionally unprofessional. So, when you choose your lane, you know, you always got to be looking in your rear view, okay? Just in case some, you know, for any errors that, I mean, you know, anything that might be able, you know, might be able to dodge an issue that may be coming up. I got hit from the back one time and I just looked in the rear view like, this bitch finna hit me, and the bitch hit me and got out limping like I hit her. Moving on. After I finish discussing this, then I'm gonna look over there what y'all saying so that I won't be distracted. So look, so this is where I got this from. I noticed that, you know how some people, you know, you got leaders and you got followers, and you also have leaders and you have false leaders, and then you have you got shepherd and sheep. Right? I'm trying not to do this. I don't know where this come from. All right, so I was at the light. The turning light where you need the green arrow to turn left, right? And it dawned on me how that works, right? You have some people who will be at the front of the line needing to turn left, and they'll look in their rear view and see all these folks behind them that need to turn too. Soon as the light turns green, they mosey slowly. They don't even put their foot on the gas. They just let the car take off by itself, 1-2 miles an hour, right? So those are the type of people that don't know how, don't understand the concept of leading, right? And then you have people who, as soon as the light turns green, they take off because they know there's folks behind them and they're trying to get as many people to make this light as possible. That's a leader. Do that make sense to y'all? I just need 5 people to say yes. 5 people. 1, 2, 3. All right, moving forward. Now, you also have people who will turn and still won't pick up. You know how people, you in your lane on the freeway, right? And there are people who need to get on the freeway. You got folks that won't speed up or slow down to let nobody else on. That's a false. That's a sheep. You know, some people ain't got enough control in their life. They need to just have some kind of control over somebody outside of them. And that is some bullshit. Now we can discuss it. That's the first topic. Yeah, you got to take other people into consideration as you do stuff. The other type of false, the sheep, this is what sheep do. Sheep will have some information that you need. And instead of giving you the information that you need, they think, don't let this happen to you, because Lulu don't, because I already know how this shit works. You have sheep who will try to dangle a carrot and get you to keep on finding because they know you need something. See, this is what Lulu found out a long time ago. What's for you is for you. Now, either this person is going to either help you, they're going to go ahead and be a leader in their own right. You see what I mean? Because some people don't like to feel left out because they gave some information. They want to be, I want to be the only person. Ain't shit new under the sun, first of all. And what's for you is for you. So if someone has information that they know you need, you need to handle them with a long handle spoon. And also, it's going to be very important that you understand that what you need will come to you. You ain't got to look for it. It's going to come. Just make sure that you are aware and tuned to start playing when it comes. I got time for that. What? How do you know when to? Your star player gonna tell you when to reveal information. Your star player gonna tell you, inform you. You'll just have a feeling. It's your discernment that you will need to use on when you should release certain information. Now, that's true. Some people don't know how to yield. Mm-mm. Some people be wanting you to pay for their car. That's what my mama used to call. Motherfucker want me to pay for that new car. When somebody wants you to hit them, they want you to pay for their car. Mm-hmm. They want to call in that claim. Happened to me about a month or two ago. As soon as I get out the car, I barely bumped this woman. Wasn't even doing 1 mile an hour. I need to see your insurance. I'm like, bitch, you ain't got a bump on your car. Can you hold on for a second? I called the authorities. I don't have to play with you. Hey, Phoenix in the house. Leah says she had a problem with her ex-friend like that. Your ex-friend she got some money from you, promised she was gonna help you, and didn't. Now, before that even happened, was she a woman of her word back then? So you gotta look back. Now you gotta forgive yourself and her ass. Because if this her character, if you look back like that bitch, even if it was the smallest thing, you were supposed to do this she knew that there was an emergency at 6:00, but she got there at 6:30 and didn't have an apology, just like, oh, I showed up though. That was your warning right there. Like, I'm gonna have to wait a minute with this motherfucker. Yeah, you gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful of the company that you keep, right? Because a lot of times the company we keep is a reflection, and then you gotta go and clean it up in yourself and also move in a way where you ain't letting that shit happen again, right? That's weird to me. Because if I have information, you best believe I'm gonna give it to your ass, solicited or unsolicited. I'm working on the unsolicited part. Whatever. I've been working on it all my life. I've been working on it. Moderators, hey, Sophie. Y'all keep the comments clean, please. Use your discernment on them comments, because some people been slipping in there with some slick shit. I'm from the streets. Don't never get that misconstrued. Thank you. All right. I know that's right, child. I'd rather be alone than around someone, thank you, or someone untrustworthy. Now, St. J says their problem is people owing them money. How long you gonna how many people you need to make a limit? How many people gonna be owing you this like this? And what kind of stipulations are you putting on this? Small claims court. Man, please. File your own petition. I think in California you can hire a paralegal to do your file your petition. What? Sometimes you gotta go on, man, and say, look, you can only turn the other cheek for so long and just sit up and wait and like, oh, okay, and listen to sob stories and shit like that. Nah, for real. You know what I mean? Because it comes a point in time where you can't just continue to let people just step on you. For real. Don't just keep on letting folks have they way with you. It's monetary rape. Whatever. You ain't missed nothing, D. Yeah. Oh, I've been there, baby. Who is that? Alicia. Alicia said she had to pull back because she was just helping it. You get to the as empath. That's good you said that, because I got some book recommendations. That's good. Because as empath, it's very important that we have some type of reciprocity, some type of reciprocation, because it fucks with us. Okay, you may not be asking a whole lot in return from people. Sometimes all you want is just someone to console you or what have you. It's not easy as an empath to express your feelings, because sometimes people will be like, oh, you're just so emotional, or you know um, oh, you should know better. That ain't how you do that. Okay, I was watching the Montel Williams show back in the 80s, I guess it was early 90s, and he made the most I think he said something to the effect of, you're supposed to listen to a person and not offend. Do not be offensive. And when you talk or speak, you do not defend. Remain neutral when you are talking to your friends. People don't understand it. I didn't used to understand it, but that stuck with me, so I had to learn it. Whatever. Talk more about what? Oh, wait a minute, y'all. You just have to balance out, when you will lend your ear, lend your shoulder, lend your money. You have to balance that out. You really do. So that you won't feel overwhelmed with just so many other, and you got to ground and protect on a regular, because you're taking on all these other folks' problems and don't even know it. Yep, you're right. Right? Ahmed Hassan says it happened with his in-laws. Cut everybody off because they only want to hear what pleased them. Got tired of it. Can't be who you are. He said he can't be who he is anymore to please them and make it. That's right. You said something right there, Mr. Hassan. Now, okay, trying to be a people pleaser, that almost drove me out of my mind. When it got to the point where I ain't had nobody but me and my dog. It was just me and my dog. Don't nobody want to show up for you how you showed up for them, because they don't see it that you showing up for them, because they really all about them and they expect this from you. No, you gotta know what you expect from folks, and you deal with them accordingly. You still gotta deal with your family and your friends, I'm sure, but you deal with them accordingly. Okay, deal with them accordingly, because at the end of the day, your health, your well-being, you can't help nobody can't take care of you. Wait a minute, what? You was ready to kill yourself, Jesse. See what I mean? How extreme that shit can get. You see what I mean? Let me tell you something about empaths. And I gotta get to them books in a minute here, y'all, because y'all saying everything that everything is falling into alignment. Thank you. Well, now then, I remember when I first learned how to pray. I think the first prayer I learned was, "Now lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep." Right. And at the end of the prayer, my mom would always say, "Make sure that you pray for your sister, your brother, pray for your family, and all that." Right. At a very young age, I literally started praying for the whole world, right? Like everybody in the whole world. And here's the thing about empaths and how this person, I'm going with Jesse, to my killing itself, right? It got to that point for Jesse, trying to please folks, because being an empath, if you don't take care of yourself, baby, you got to take care of yourself. So all of the pressures and the pain of trying to make things right and thinking that you're doing the right thing throughout your life has much to do with being an empath. It's like, mm, a lot of empaths are born to, some have were born to parents who um, understand that their child is sensitive, right? But when you are not um, reared to set boundaries early, that's the type of shit that happens. I finally got it out. Yep. I don't know how to say that. SRJP the Great. People get mad when you don't react because they gotta eat that shit they spewing, and they don't even like the taste of their own shit. It's true. A lot. That is so true. That is so true. What you saying? And I always remember, what? Where'd it go? Truest thing I've ever read. We judge ourselves by our intentions and others by their actions. We judge ourselves by our intentions and we judge other people by their actions. Hmm. That's true, Laquita. That's the other part of it. Laquita says you need to know when you give, it's a gift. You, as an adult, made a grown person decision to give, and you should never give begrudgingly. Okay, here's the thing: when people do, when empaths do give like that, that's why I say that it's good for them to make sure that they know what it is that they need from people, regardless of what this shit got to balance out, right? Regardless, even if it is a gift, because at the end of the day, empaths love to give and it can be taken advantage of. Empaths love to nurture. Empaths love to fix. It's their nature. Now we're doing nature versus nurture, right? But at the end of the day, this is all I'm gonna say about this. That part. Yes, you're supposed to give from your heart and give. That's where it comes in, where a person should know how much of themselves they have to offer and how much they're gonna hold for themselves. Period. Because if you over extend um, gifts, offers, help, whatever, if you do that, then of course that will cause some resentment. So you're right. Okay, Laquita, you're right. But everybody here has not made it to that level. Let's be nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Divine Journey's grandmother was a minister. Okay, y'all, let's see. Yeah, no. Like the son, empaths want to give till they empath to give you their last, the jacket off their back and they coat. You just gotta set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Boundaries with your energy, boundaries with your time, boundaries with your money, boundaries with you gotta have boundaries. And for those empaths out there that are afraid to ask for help, your ass better ask for some help. Y'all know, because I ask. I ain't used to. I used to try to do everything. No. Shit. I need some help sometimes. Whatever. They fucked us up with that independent woman shit. Nobody got time for that. I don't need no man. Well, that means it's 12 for me then. Since all y'all don't need no man. Moving on. Medical minute. We having a medical minute, especially when it comes to empaths, those who work. If you have family, friends, um, anyone who works in the medical community, this is what I'm asking. I'm putting it out here because a lot of times people in the medical community, not all of them, see people as paychecks. They forget what they started this for. Um, Let me stick to the script because I was about to go somewhere. Um, Choosing a doctor as an empath is very important for you to interview that doctor. Don't let them know you're interviewing them, but it's important for you to interview your doctor. Look around the office. What all does he have? Does he have a lot of his family in here? Um, does he have some of the his, like, if he's like, I have my doctor is an artist, so he has all his paintings everywhere. Him and his wife and did this, that, and the other in Uganda and all kind of stuff. So I know that he sticks to the old school ethics, right? Um, those of you who are in the medical field, make sure that you remain grounded. Try not to take all that stuff with your patients home with you. It's important. Had to say it. If you are CNA, RN, whoever, kind of like the boss, you sit on the side of the boss, so you kind of like the boss, right? Try your best to get your coworkers and even the boss himself, because I'm not gonna tell you how these doctors be losing their motherfucking mind and then fucking up people's body. What? I had to get a tooth pulled all the way out my head because of a doctor. Lost his motherfucking mind. Gave me a root canal, and he wasn't supposed to do that. So I came back in 2 days because I almost died. Come to find out he in a psych ward in 2 days. Tried to kill himself. See what I mean? We need y'all help out here in the medical field. Empaths that work out here with these doctors and some of y'all with your own practices. Motherfuckers is crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy, but I'm just saying, don't be all up in my mouth knowing that you ain't all the way there. You ain't reading your x-rays right. Just remember why you started, to help people. Don't let nobody deter you from what it is that you were meant to do. And there's also this big ass thing. Now, I'm going to take it there just for a second, because y'all know I try not to be religious. I try not to get into politics. And I also try to stray away from anything that will start a race war, because that's not what we're here for. Remember that. Now, when it comes to African-American women going to the doctor, and I can attest for this, and I'm going to tell you why. My story real quick. A lot of times, since we are so passionate and we come off as so strong, sometimes we're not viewed as just, it's bad enough it's women, period, that men already look at women, period, as one thing. But when it comes to us, that we get different treatment. Okay. A lot of times, I think there's even a woman who stood up for that at some kind of convention or something I watched one time. But at any rate, here's my thing about it. I'm going to give you 3 scenarios of what happened to me. Now, remember, I grew up poor, but we didn't know we were poor because we were rich with love. We were rich with family, friends. We were rich with community, though. See, that's the difference. That was our wealth, right? So our doctors in the hood were doctors that grew up in the hood and decided to give back to the community. Our doctors in the hood knew us by first name. Our doctors gave a fuck, right? Now you have these meals. They just running you in and out. They drug dealers. That's the one thing. Okay, so the older I got, I had to step out of the doctors I was used to, right? About 15, 16, something like that. So I went to one doctor. I think I discussed this before. I went to a doctor, and I'm telling you, I was in pain. I could barely walk. It looked like somebody had shoved a broomstick up my ass, right? The doctor acted like he did not want to. He was just like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, I got insurance. I'm talking about I had some good damn insurance too back then. I'm talking about the real A1 $5 ass, whatever. $5 for medicine that costs $200, right? Copay. And he was looking at me like I was filled with the plague, right? And he was like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. He wouldn't take me to the back room to check nothing. None of that. So my instinct was like, get the fuck out of here. I was in pain. What it was, I had smoked too many blunts, right? Had gas. Real bad, and it almost killed me. Had never felt it like that. It was all in my womb. That was the one time. Another time, I was getting I found a new doctor. I don't know what he was. I went to a new doctor, and this is around the time where they had it where a woman has to be in the room with a doctor. The male doctors, when they checking you down below. So he was checking me down below, and when he finished with that Spectrum, the steel one, he used a steel Spectrum. When he finished with that Spectrum, it felt like he spent it to close it, and when it closed, it snapped on my goodie. I jumped. I said, "Oh!" He looks at the nurse and said, "I don't know what that was for." Yeah, what the fuck, right? The third time. These ain't the only time. I'm just giving y'all what I can remember right off my brain. All right. So when I was delivering my son, I'm talking about these labor pains. I was young and in labor. So you already know you need some type of concern. This girl is young and she in labor, right? That shit like to kill me, okay? So I'm up there just hollering because I don't know what to do. They just like, breathe, bitch, breathe. Hey, I don't even know how to breathe. I want it out. They treated me like shit. It took this one nurse to step in and clear things up and brush me off to have a sonogram done, because they got me sitting up here like ain't nothing wrong, trying to make me wait. We waiting for it to dilate. I wouldn't dilate past 3 centimeters. Number one, I already been in labor damn near a day. We need her to dilate. We need her to dilate. Fuck you and your textbook. Y'all know how I feel about textbooks, right? So they take me to get a sonogram. My son, the umbilical cord wrapped around my son's head. His heart rate dropping. If it weren't for that one woman, he would have probably died, and probably me too. You see what I'm full term. See what I mean? So I'm saying that to say it's very important in the medical community. Somebody got to stand up. Somebody got to step up, please. Whatever. That's that. Let me see what y'all see. So when it comes to the medical community, I'm just saying, let's keep it clean, people. All right. Yeah, more. That's what I noticed. That's what I read too. A lot of black women died during childbirth. So at the end of the day, y'all got, until we can get things back to, because I just know what I was used to growing up. It was community. They start busting us out to different schools and stuff like that and changed a lot of stuff. But when we had everything that we needed in that area, we didn't have to worry about nothing. Folks knew your first name. You can go to the store and get stuff on credit. All right, moving on. How much time we got? We got 30 minutes. Let me see what y'all said. This light hot. It was an experience. I had to go through it. I find sweetness in everything. You see what I mean? So what that taught me young is that I need to be mindful of the doctors I go to. You know what I mean? I had a doctor one time, when a nurse stepped out, he rubbed my leg. I was confused. I told my fiance he wanted to go looking for him. What's the motherfucking name? But that was a black doctor. But he was like, what's the motherfucking name? I ain't telling you. I ain't telling you. She almost, what? Serena almost died? Send love to everybody. Because we don't do no, we trying to keep this real light and clean because we got shit to do around here in this world. Look at Council Mom. Hey, Aunt. That's right. We can save people more than damn chemo. Motherfuckers. Y'all see what Aunt said? You damn right, Aunt. Aunt came through on y'all ass. I don't never get to catch nobody's what you call it. But I appreciate it, Aunt. Thank you, baby. They got us fucked up. We saved your daddy. Oh, we couldn't save your daddy. Some shit in stone though, too, baby. And I'm not trying to be harsh. Cause I remember my kinfolk had she died from AIDS. But she was locked up with this girl who said she smoked crack for 25 years and didn't take the medicine, and she was just fine, look healthy and everything. Well, that was her. She smoked crack and was HIV positive for 25 years. That's what it worked for her. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to, my cousin probably need to do whatever she need to do. You know what I'm saying? She tried. I don't think she tried crack, but I'm just saying. I'm sorry to hear that your dad, the weed didn't help your daddy. Cause the other thing that people don't tell you about that peroxide, the food grade peroxide, taken for lupus and cancer, taken in certain dosages, they gotta take it now, and you gotta keep it. It's like you start off with 2 to 3 drops in your water 4 times a day or something. I'm gonna find the recipe. I'm gonna give it to y'all. That shit helps cure lupus and cancer. What? Especially if you have to catch it early. You catch it early, and it'll help cure that. These motherfuckers, man, say, you got to change your diet. I know people who have pineapple's good. I know people who just want to take medicine, but they don't want to change their diet. What J-Lo saying? Oh, yeah, facts, Aunt. Yeah, and on that. Man, what can we eat? If you don't grow it yourself and raise your own animals, assimilate. Assimilate. circulate, eliminate, and relax. That's what the fuck you do. Because Whole Foods, like Dick Gregory said, I haven't looked into it, but I know I felt it before saw that he said this right here, and he was on to some shit. They spray organic food with organic fucking sprays. We can't win. I don't know how them cherries lasted 3 weeks in their refrigerator. How them cherries last 3 weeks in their refrigerator? 3 weeks. From Sprouts. Share, please. Moving on. Okay. Yeah. You ain't safe. Y'all got to get back to that's okay. Let's do this. We got to start back growing our shit and trading. Okay. You grow the apples, I grow the tomatoes. Beverly. And we trade. Yes. They still have some, like for those of us who are carnivores. But for those of us who are carnivores, if you can find a good meat packing house where you go buy it and it's still, you can see the blood coming off of it and all that and it's fresh. Okay, buy from a packing house. What do y'all call them? Not a slaughterhouse. But where the farmers actually have their own cattle or whatever and they cut it up for you and then put it in this little stove. It's a little small little stove. Not no damn Walmart. Not no all this shit here. They raising them right. And they taking the necessary precautions to lay them down. They not just shocking the hell out of them. Then we eat it and we damn near die because of the toxic shock that the animal went through. Child, whatever. Don't get me started, because that wasn't even part of the program. Anthony came here and changed up a whole bunch of stuff right now. That wasn't part of the program, Ant. But thank you, because I don't like it. They like them green Benadryl I kept telling y'all about. They cured the flu and they stopped selling them. I don't want to talk about it. But he right. Marijuana and CBD oil and all that do help with a lot of stuff. Even seizures. Everything. These people be pissing me off. Okay. Thank you, Wisdom Seeker. All right. Oh, before I go into the books that need to be written and explain that and that, the books, here go the book recommendations. I forgot who that was last time that wrote. She had all the book recommendations written down. So if possible, somebody can put them in the comments because I think we're safe with this video. I think this one will be on YouTube. All right, the book recommendations for reading The Divine Matrix, The Empath Survival Guide, The Spiritual Power of Empathy. For the females, any book by Maya Angelou gonna get you back in tune with the star player. And the Black's Law Dictionary, which is the legal dictionary. For those of you who maybe, let me remember, I'm trying to remember why that need to come up. Black's Law Dictionary, because in the legal system, I guess that's one of the good reasons why I went to school for a little bit of law. It was fun. The legal system, words are different than things that, like the word time means something different in the law library than regular conversation. So I don't know who that's for, because I don't forgot why they told me to write that down. I just did it. But the Black's Law Dictionary, whatever edition you can find, get it. I'm moving on. We got 20 minutes. I'm gonna look at y'all stuff here in a second, baby. All right. When it comes to the books that need to be written, I think I expressed this in the last video. Whatever information I give you at that time for the book, you're gonna feel that it's right for you. You will be for some reason feel like it'll be some fire in the ass, and you just know that that's it. Then to do it right. So when it comes to collaborating, if like any other information that you need to pull from me for your book, I'm not asking for no credit on your book. Thank you. Got my own shit going on. Get to give me credit, you're gonna want too much of my time. So you go ahead and do the outline of your book, and like anything that you may come to a standstill on, or a dead spot, because you get writer's block, right? But anything that you would need me to, because sometimes you can just say one word and then it'll trigger a whole bunch of information for you. So just be mindful of that when you do reach out to collaborate on your book. um, I already have done some of the work, already have something in place so that you'll know. So whatever your structure is, I'll be able to fill in gaps that you are looking for, and you can just ride off on that shit. And like I said before, you'll know if though, because those are the books from the last time that was some deep shit. And I think someone that said they just finished their PhD in something. They were like they were looking into it, so I haven't heard from them. I've heard from a few other people, but just remember that these books need to be written. I don't care if you see books out there already written. So the fuck? Look how many. I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm not gonna bring that up. Moving forward. So the books that need to be written this week, my friends, family, aunts, uncle, nieces, nephews, family. It's 2 books. The first book is about raising empath children. I told y'all it lined up, which I was talking about earlier. Raising empath children, but I need this from the root to the totem, someone who is willing to do the work completely and effectively, where you can go into energy. You can go into having these kids ground and protect, teaching them very young, breathing, because whoever writes this book, you're going to need to go into seminars. You're going to need to start some e-courses. You're going to need to reach the masses. This is not for someone that just want to write a cute little book. Sorry, not sorry. Raising empath children, is so many different levels of empath children that need to be touched on. So many different ways of rearing empath children, because all of them ain't the same. Because don't forget that, right? Let them know how important their diet is and what that has to do with which way. What we got to put them chakras in there. You're gonna need to let them know that every day, if the child really feel like they don't need to go to school, don't force them to go to school that day, period. Because you have those highly sensitive children who just know that today just ain't my day. They know it's not their day. It's on you if you want to pay attention to it. Whatever. So with that empath book, the Empath for Children, go ahead and start that. Some of y'all already have, but I need you to go into a space where you need to plan this out. You have your book. You will have your lectures. You need to go into schools. When I was doing music, I learned that schools have money for people to come and speak, right? You get in there, damn it. If you get a 501c, right? You can even, that'll be even better, because then the school can do their write-off how they want to, whatever. So you need to go into schools. You need to go into juvenile facilities. Goddamn it, go into daycares, because you need. This is how deep and how far out you need to expand this. This ain't just a book. This is like a life, some life's work. So when you go to these schools, these daycares, you have segment for examples of showing people how to interact with empath children. You going in here talking to teachers. Let me keep it moving, because I'm not even looking over there. I done got all up in this because I'm sweating. The second book is going to be so important, because the book for the empathic children leads into the teenagers, right? Someone needs to write a book about battling mind, body, and spirit as a teenager. Puberty is the most confusing shit ever. So this is going to be a very detailed book as well. And not just any type, because now kids going through puberty at 9. I heard about some child having her period at 8. I would have lost all of my mind. So with all this shit in this water and this food, puberty starting early. So you want to think about the tweenagers when you write this book. The battle of the mind, body, and spirit for teenagers is really going to help, because the jail, y'all already know how I feel about jail, right? Incarceration. We're going to talk about it another time, because if not, this is going to go for 3 hours. because I feel deeply about it. And that's where a lot of my work will be going. And fuck y'all who said, when y'all heard that Texas Department of Corrections on my live last week talking about, is that Charles? Forget y'all. Fuck you. Whatever. All right, moving forward. Thank you for your donation, baby. Thank you. Oh, hey, hustler. Thank you. All right, so with the battle of the mind, body, and the spirit, the school to jail pipeline is real. I don't give a damn what color you're on this one, but we already know who is mostly affected. However, this is important for somebody to get in on this shit. Some of y'all need to collaborate with each other, okay? If you want to collaborate with somebody on this, put in the comments after the video finished, because this is very important. Because what they are doing is they're already poisoning the empathic children, okay? They already poisoning our grown ass. We trying to fix ourselves and make sure the children are all right. So by the time they become teenagers, they already think they're grown. They don't want to listen to nobody, right? They conflicted. The girls are going into pre-womanhood, whatever you call it. I forgot the stages. And the boys are going into pre-manhood. They don't want to listen to nobody, okay? So with battling the mind, body, and the spirit is going to be very important, because what I noticed with a lot of the kids, a lot of the teenagers, when they get to a certain point, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. This touched my spirit. A woman can't teach no man how to be a man. Let me repeat myself. A woman can't teach a man how to be a man. We don't know what it's like to be a man out here in these streets. We can kind of relate, okay? But we don't know what that is. We don't know how the pressures of a man with our emotional asses. What? Put that in there too, okay? Especially for the males. Y'all have to separate this book into chapters. You're going to separate this book in a way, almost like a workbook at the end. You need something for the boys. You need something for the girls, right? And then you need something where dealing with each other in this book. And however you put this just was coming to me, so I'm just giving it to you. And start letting them understand how important it is when it comes to the mind, the body, and the spirit, how they are one, how this all lines up. Okay? Make sure you let them know about the upper, the middle, and the lower world. Start doing the shadow work early. Right? I know they teach this stuff in the, places. Parochial school sometimes. I don't know. I went to parochial school for a year. It was the best year of my life. Learned how to set a damn table. I knew what spoons and forks go where. I was bougie for a year. Bitch. Moving on. It was on a government-funded program, but it was very nice. I believe that is it. Oh, for those of you that ordered the from this last batch of Shut Up and Kiss Me all, it's gonna have, you might have a little herbs in yours come out. It's fine. Walk around with your herbs on. Whatever. Now let me see what y'all said before I get up out of here, because I'm debating on going to a concert tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Alicia. See what Alicia said? Alicia said also put blank pages in there so that they can write out. See, that's why we can't have this public no more. Because those who are working on stuff, they can come back and watch this at their discretion, when they want to. And when they ain't got to worry about nobody coming back and taking their shit like that. Because this ain't for everybody. Because I have guaranteed somebody going to try to do it and they going to fuck it up. But I have a strong feeling that whoever this stuff is for, they gonna do it, and I'm just gonna be sitting back eating pineapples, me and Charles. And be like, bitch, you did that. Boy, you did that. I can't wait. You know why? Because you're doing the work. I got all out on that glaze. What else did you say? See there? You better, Janelle, write it. I done heard stories. My homegirl had a baby in the pen. They didn't give her no narcotics. She had to deal with that pain after she had that baby. What the fuck? That's horrible. Write the damn book, girlfriend. Write it. Write it. Who promoting that page here, Nicole? You better tell them who did that. Jason looking for love. We do need to start us a little thing where y'all can link up with each other, whatever. This amazing life said they're open for collab. Put y'all collaborations in the comments because some people may not come back and read this. Lindenberry, I don't know. My mentor sent me something yesterday. She saw the video and she was like, "Oh," and she sent me something. So I'm gonna try what she told me. Cause so much stuff doesn't work. And then when I had a Reiki session the other day, when I went to sleep on the Reiki table, and she was like, she said the whatever it is that's supposed to be released to have me shut down for the night. I mean, it's not like I didn't know this shit was coming. It ain't like I'm up all night don't and you know how um like with the new moon downloads, I would get a lot of information. It would just come. I just be sitting here scrabbling, right? This insomnia is just like daytime. It's like daytime at night. I'm a sleepwalker, right? So I'm just bearing with it, you know. Just hoping y'all understand. That's why y'all videos ain't been up. And plus, with those monthly videos, um, it's so much information, and it's not about you depending on the readings. What you are doing is getting the information that you need and going out and living your life. You see, do like I do. I got one reading that I listen to, and that's my mentor. And what I do is I listen to it while I'm in the car. She good company. I'd be like, okay, girl, yeah, you said that. You know what I mean? You don't need too much because if you in tune with your star play, a lot of shit will be making sense to you. Okay, Jason, you taking it too far. If you want you a girlfriend, baby, just go find you one. Okay. You can Reiki. You can do your own Reiki, but it is important. It's part of the guidance break. I told y'all I be taking my guidance break. That's why people be like, "You need to take care of yourself." Like, bitch, trust me. If Lulu don't do nothing else, what? I'm still human. I don't have any thoughts. That's the point. But this was already written, so I'm not worried about it. I can understand if it was like when I was younger, that type of insomnia. This is a different type of insomnia. Way out of 3D. Way out. Sativa will keep you awake. I haven't even smoked since the last time I told y'all I smoked. About what, 2 weeks ago? It don't even matter. I'm in tune with my star player. Don't get it twisted. I bet not smoke no indica while with my insomnia. What? Somebody even recommended to me, you need to masturbate. I'm like, that shit didn't work. Whatever. I already tried it. I smoked the indica when it first kicked in real good. And I'm like, I'm not smoking that shit again. That damn Gorilla Glue had me so stuck and just woke. Stuck and woke. And a little paranoid. Oh, no, man. I don't cause trouble. I ain't no trouble. Now, if I start looking like I ain't getting no sleep, then y'all already know what's up. Shit. What? I'm working my way to 12D. Is that where I levitate at Kitty's Craft? Will I be able to levitate? I don't want sativa or indica right now. Both of these things are still, look at this. It's still full. That one's still full. Look. Uh, mm-mm. I'm good. Fuck that. I just drink my tea. I just meditate. I do a whole lot of meditating. I fast on and off. I don't eat heavy foods. Um, I've been eating mostly fish for the past 3 weeks. So I fast. I drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fish, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fish, drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fish. I'm just going through the motions, baby. I go with shit that I go. I just try to inform y'all what's going on, though, Lulu. If you're going down. Not the actual glue, Gorilla Glue. I done tried so much of y'all recommendations just to see that ain't nothing really. Only thing that worked was the Benadryl at Charles that one time. What? But only thing that worked is Benadryl, and that shit is scary. I don't like how it had me feeling. I done tried everything. I'm gonna try this new thing that she told me. I gotta clear my liver, clear the Benadryl out my liver now, and I feel like I really need to, cause my tolerance level already low on everything. Melatonin don't work. That was the first thing I tried. I have some lavender tea from Ruby Teapot. That didn't work. Oh, but that she sent me I had bought a a juice infused with mm, infused juice from Ruby Teapot. Baby, she told me though. It was my aunt's birthday. This was December 4th or something like that. It was my aunt's birthday. So it was okay, we're gonna say it was about this big, right? So I was like, how much should I drink? And she was like, don't just, take a couple of sips. So I took a couple of sips because, whatever, it was my aunt's birthday. What? I took a couple of sips. I ain't feeling in 30 minutes. I was like, man, I'm gonna drink some more of this shit. Drank half of it. I slept almost 2 days. What? So I can't even do that. But that did help me though. Baby, I don't know. I'm finna get up out of here. We'll have it more structured when we go private. When we go private, we'll have this more structured and we'll go as long as we need to. But let old Lulu try to see if she gonna go out or not. Go to the concert or not. I love y'all. I'm so sorry to all the people who feel like they have questions that they need answered. I guarantee you, throughout our spiritual conversations, you always get an answer that you may not have been looking for. Trust me on that one. There's always an answer in spiritual conversations. It's about being open and allowing, and just listening with your spirit and not your mind, because yes, sometimes your mind can get in the way of what you need to hear. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up. I'll review the video later so that whatever ideas y'all come up with or any tips that y'all have, we'll do it on the next Saturday Night Live. And hopefully that Saturday Night Live I won't have shit to do, because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do this today. You know what I mean? All right, love, like, hey, Milky Way, girl. Oh, Milky Way told me too last week too much. You need to masturbate. Milky Way, I can't stand you. Woo, child. All right. Y'all, love, light, and blessings. Send out nothing but love and positive energy to everyone all around you. If you need anything, you let me know. You already know. All right. I love y'all.